back what happened in Calvary. Our imagination tells us that Jesus looked down from the cross upon the scene that was most disappointing to him. The Roman soldiers cast him lots for his clothing. The criminals on the crosses, to either side of him, were reviling him. The religious leaders were mocking him, and the crowd blaspheming him. Even in his extreme agony, Jesus was concerned for the forgiveness. He asked the Father to forgive the thieves on the cross who jeered and made fun of him. He asked the Father to forgive the Roman soldiers who had mocked him, spit on him, beat him, whipped him, put a crown of thorns on his head, and nailed him cruelly to the cross. Though they may personally held no ill wills toward him, they were simply following orders. They didn't know that they were killing the Son of God. They just simply didn't know what they are doing. They do not know what they are doing. Who is they? Looking closer at the gospel stories, it is easy to identify them. The Romans, the crowd, Pilate, Herod, Caiaphas, and Pharisees. Many of his disciples were frustrated and confused of the event. They surrendered to the crowd. They even left him dying on the cross. All these people played their part and unfolded the most tragic event. Yet Jesus simply said, they don't know what they are doing. Looking back, we can trace millions and millions of followers and believers of Jesus. In fact, all of humanity have failed to live what Jesus proclaimed to welcome the kingdom of God. Christians, through the centuries, have tried to listen and practice the command of Jesus to love another. But we have not lived, respected, and loved. We failed to proclaim peace, freedom, life, and love. Humanity as a whole have not known enough how to do things better. As a family man, I try to live and love well my family and the people who work with me. In the year 2001, at the aftermath of the World Trade Center bombing in New York, the economies were spiraling down, and so is my business. I am in the midst of making a decision whether to continue or to close down my business. This is when I was hit by a lawsuit from a disgruntled employee who is trying to extort money from the company with the assistance of a pay-later attorney. Adding to the problem, we were contacted and inspected by OSHA for alleged safety violation, as reported by an anonymous phone call to them. This is harassment and a nightmare. To make this long story short, I was put in a situation whether to fight because my conscience tells me that I am right, or to settle because business-wise it is the best solution and the best thing to do. I surrender my ego, do what is best, and settle the case. Though my insurance paid the bill, and my premium went up. In return, I regained my focus and took care of the most pressing problem of saving my company. But at the time when work is tough and heavy and gets to know of people who encounter really difficult problems in their lives, I am overwhelmed with worries and sadness. However, I don't allow negative feelings of helplessness to dwell in my heart. For I remember the power of God's promises and blessing will be upon those who call Him. We have been blessed long time ago by Jesus. On the cross, Father, forgive them. They don't know what they are doing. Forgiveness of God is always empowering us to overcome difficult moments of our lives. Forgiveness of God gives us the courage to seek what is right and good. The prayer of Jesus to the Father for forgiveness is giving us hope to really use our minds and hearts to live happy and holy lives. Brothers and sisters, as we honestly live in faith, we will always encounter difficult situations and sin. As we keep responding the call to love and service, we will always get hurt and humbled and even unrewarded. But let us not fall into the trap of sadness and despair. Let us not fall into the trap of anger and frustration. For Jesus has prayed a blessing of hope and strength for us all when He said, Father, forgive them. They do not know what they are doing.
Please stand and let us pray. Holy Father, the suffering and death of your Son Jesus on the cross, you gave us the gift of forgiveness. Very often we forget that Christ, your Son, had to pray. Just as we pray, forgive us our sins. We also pray for our prayer priest, so that we will find the courage to forgive also those who sin against us. Father, may the lesson given to us in this word guide us daily in our relationship with you, our brothers and sisters in your family,